Hey there, YouTube. It's Fragments of Memory once again, aka the Armchair Philosopher. I saw Lashid for You's two vids. I know she's doing a part three. It's called A Bad Time to Be a Black Woman. And in her vid, she was just talking about how the millennium promised to have these great women like Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill was not your typical woman to be winning a Grammy. She was this beautiful woman, dark skin, having locks, a very natural sister. And she was a woman that wasn't having her breasts exposed and her body gyrating. She was just a woman that was making good music. And then all of a sudden, we get Alicia Keys. Where India Arie was the anti-video girl, we get Alicia Keys, of course, the light-skinned woman, and she has that more exotic thing. And now we're having the exotic thing. So, like the woman that looks more exotic, more Latina, more Asian, less black. And it seems that according to Lashid for You, and she showed really good documentaries about how even in the media, black women are seen as objects. And I'll agree with you. I mean, I remember that commercial where the guy's like, "Hey, you turn on your music loud," and then he said to the black girl, "Hey, you shake your junk," and then she on the bus jiggling her booty. And then I do remember the tip drill video. So I do know that even with all the BET Uncuts, that BET Uncut is no longer on, but you do have these songs that show women as an object. Even with Nicki Minaj, she presents herself as a Barbie doll, which is of course the ultimate image of objectification, I believe. So the black woman is merely seen as an object, and that, or at least that's what the media seems to be presenting her as. I really love the little documentary. They talked about the big time studios, and they pit black women against each other. And there were interviews from like Regina King and Paula J. Parker, and also what's another Megan Good. And they were just talking about how the studios keep telling black women, "Oh, there's only one spot available, and you're gonna have to fight and compete for it." And it does seem that we do see a lot of white starlets being propped up, which I will agree. And Paula J. Parker in the interview talked about how we could do a blockbuster movie about penguins, and we'll turn around and see a bunch of penguins, but we won't see a black woman being pushed forward like little penguins are. And I think Tyler Perry, of course, has made a lot of positive strides. I may not agree with everything he does, but Perry at least tries to show many facets of the black experience, where it seems that all Hollywood wants to do is just show one aspect of the black experience. The white starlet is propped up, and I was talking about this, how like magazines always seem to depict the white model. One thing I noticed, and Paula J. Parker pointed it out in the audio clip or the clips that Lashid for You showed. And one of the things she pointed out was Paula J. Parker was saying how there could be an unknown white chick, and they pull her out and make her a star, like that. A black woman has been struggling and striving for years to get that recognition, and she still has to struggle to prop the door open. And I can agree. I don't see a lot. I see many more black actresses than there were, but not like we do for a lot of the white actresses and models and things like that. I even watched the second part, so this is, I guess, another response. Black women are demonized. I mean, with the whole "I Love New York," the whole Flavor of Love scenario, and just that idea of worldstarhiphop.com. Now, don't get me wrong. I will admit that there are sisters that get the tripping, but there are so many sisters that don't. And there always seems to be that attitude of popping your gum and whirling your head around. Yes. Now, I did a video about the black American woman is crazy as hell, and again I got into the explanations of why I said what I said. But I'm liking Lashid for You's video. I'm even liking how we are kind of sent the message as black people, I think, especially black women, know your place. Like with Michelle Obama, I mean, they went in on her during Obama's campaign. And mind you, it seemed like, I mean, it seemed vicious, like racist. I mean, like these Republicans and these conservatives were just pounding on this poor woman. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, a politician is subjected to, you know, whatever type of scrutiny. But it seems we live in a country where I can't say too much because if I do, it'll be, especially with black women, people. You know, I agree with her that the like if it's a black woman or a black man, our statements are analyzed, scrutinized, flipped and flopped, and played back in a loop forever and ever. And she can't just speak as a human being. It's like she's been dehumanized. There was even a story that really shocked me. And I didn't even know this story was going on. A black woman was raped by white people, stabbed, forced to eat rat feces, according to the report. It wasn't highly reported, but we did report the world star hip hop woman beating the two black girls, beating the living daylights out of the white woman. And me with with my channel, I try to at least give some fair and balanced. I'm not just sitting here to just dump on women or dump on men. I want to give a more well-rounded perspective. So, Lashid, for you, thank you for the vid, and thank you for at least providing me with a little more perspective into the black woman's mind. Because it does seem that blacks in America, and especially the black woman, is sort of objectified, ignored, and then propped up to be this sort of sexual fantasy. Or she's always depicted in a negative light in film and television. And unfortunately, I'll say that we brothers haven't stepped up to try to, or some brothers have actually stepped up to try to fight it. So I'll just say, unfortunately, that in this so-called era where we're supposed to be post-racial, all of this should be eradicated. But I realize that's not going to be possible, which is why I always say that as much as I believe in getting along with people of other races and we could all come together and be colorblind, that's not going to happen. I realize people have deep psychological prejudices. Being a racist doesn't mean you're wearing a Klansman's outfit or you're a skinhead or you're some form of white supremacist. I believe being racist is more psychological. There's a psychological aspect of white supremacy. So I understand that the attitudes towards blacks, it's going to take a while to change it. It's going to take a while for us to get over our humps. It's going to take a while for everyone to get over their humps. It's not going to happen overnight because some people are so entrenched in what they believe in, they're not going to try to get, change their mind. I do want to thank you, Lashid, for bringing these videos to us. And I do feel like too often people are tried by the media. Like you mentioned something, and I have a note here was this: we're tried by the media, not by the courts. We are all tried by the media, where books, magazines, film, music, and TV shape our opinions. And yes, that's our window into the world around us. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying media is bad. Let's throw the baby out with the bathwater. No. What I am saying, though, is that we seem to be tried and judged in the court of public opinion and not in the actual court of law. And I find that this happens definitely to blacks in America, especially the black woman. We talk about equality, we talk about equal rights, but I believe it's really not existent. Well, Lashid, for you, keep up the good work. I do check in on your vids, and I dig what you say. Take care.